Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. If you are new, hi, my name is Kelsey. If you are not new, I truly appreciate you coming back. Today I am finally sitting down and I am doing my wedding Q&A. This is not an engagement Q&A. I'm going to do that one with Ryan so he can kind of answer some questions for us. But I am going to do a wedding planning overview, things we've done, kind of how it's gone, things that have surprised me, things like that. So I hope you guys enjoy this content. It is new, but obviously I'm newly engaged, so I am going to be doing a little bit more wedding content, but obviously that won't be forever. Regardless, so we get engaged in May and we are in August right now. So between May and August, that's what, 3 months? I have booked the venue. I have secured the date. DJ, dessert, hair and makeup. I think that's it. I can't remember. But those are the main ones that I have done. So I have done a pretty good amount of things so far. So I feel like I have a decent leg to stand on as far as information. So first, let's start with the venue. I will put some videos in here. So we currently live in Colorado. I grew up in San Diego. We weren't sure. I really want to have an outdoor wedding. We weren't sure if we wanted to have it here in Colorado or if we wanted to have it in California. The original plan was Colorado, but with me wanting an outdoor wedding in the fall, Colorado is so unpredictable with the weather. It can rain halfway through the day, it can hail, it can thunderstorm, the weather is so unpredictable. So we settled on California in San Diego. So that kind of narrowed down venues, places to look. From there, I really just started an Excel spreadsheet and I just started writing down all the ones that I liked. One of the big things for me was that we had to have a good interior space that I thought was pretty and that I enjoyed as well. Because if anything happens, I want to be okay if my wedding gets moved inside, if there are accents inside, anything like that. I want to be okay with it. Surprisingly, this is really hard to find, having like a really pretty outdoor wedding with an indoor venue. Since it is in Southern California, some of the venues were completely outdoors, so something to think about. But I knew that I wanted a venue that offered the catering and the setups and all of that stuff included. So that also kind of eliminated a lot of like private estates, things like that. So I am going through a winery in Fallbrook and they have the catering through them. You can do all of the table settings, everything like that through them. So that takes a huge portion of everything out. So we have booked the venue. It is in Fallbrook and it's a beautiful winery. When you think winery, you think vines, stuff like that. They do have that, but they have so many different venues on site where we are actually going to be doing one of the like garden sites. So it's going to be a little bit more garden vibe and I love it. But this winery had the vines flown in from Italy. So it's like completely Italian, very Italian winery. And we went there and tried the pizza and the wine and it is delicious. It is so good. So I'm very excited about that. We will have a like villa type thing. So it'll be this huge house looking thing. One side will be the bridal suite, on the other side will be the groom suite. So we'll each have our own side of the house. I have to figure out if we are getting a wedding planner or if the day of coordinator is enough. So I'll have to figure all of that out, but at least we got the venue. I did go to another venue and it was beautiful, but it was a little small for my liking. So I don't know if you can hear me. We went to the first wedding spot. It was cute. It's very small. So I hope you guys can hear me. If you can't, this is gonna be awkward. So I need to go home. I need to take a nap. But we went to the first one. It was really cute. It's very small, very green, and I like it.
We'll just see.
It just didn't have the same openness and same vibe. And the place we chose has like a pond or like a little water feature in the middle, and I really like that. And the one we chose just seems a little bit more inviting. This one is the other one is beautiful. It's very hidden, it's very secluded, it's very private, it's beautiful. But I definitely went the way that works best for what I envision, and it was a little bit cheaper. So next, I pretty much booked, I think it was hair and makeup right away, because I wanted to make sure that I had the trial. What I did for that is bridal hair and makeup can be so expensive. They also require you to have a minimum amount of services on that day, which I didn't know, and that can add up pretty quickly. So again, I did an Excel spreadsheet and I wrote down all the people. I did so much research in this department. This is probably where this and floral is where I put all of my energy. And I'm excited. I am nervous because obviously I haven't had my makeup done by her before, but the pictures, every time I see her on my Instagram feed, I am very excited. I will link her down below. I'm really excited to have my trial. She does hair and makeup, which is really nice, so I don't have to have two separate people. It's one company doing both, and they don't have a minimum. So that was great for me because I am having such a small wedding. Like, our invite list is 90 people, I want to say. So it's very small, very intimate. So I didn't want like 10 people. We're not even having a bridal party. So that gives you an idea of where we're at. So I booked her, and then we booked photo, video. I went with a company that does both photo and video. I have found that when I do having a company that does both, it really just eliminates the second half of the stress. Instead of finding a photographer and then a videographer, I just found the one company. And I really love their style of video. I really love their photo styles, their photography styles. It's amazing. It's very candid, which is what I want. I just felt like we really vibed really well. I really liked the work. We did add a drone, which I am so excited about. You guys, it's gonna have a drone. Like, I just think the video is gonna be so cool and I can't wait to share it. But we did book that. Today we finalized our bakery for desserts. We're having a dessert bar. I know, I'm so excited. We're having a 2-tiered cake, which is going to be, I think it serves like 30 people. So it's pretty much just gonna be like immediate family, and then Ryan and I are gonna keep probably like over half of it for ourselves, truthfully. And then the dessert bar is going to be like cake pops, cookies, donuts, cupcakes. So I am very excited about that. I've always wanted a dessert bar and I think that's gonna be really fun. I'm so excited about that. It is just amazing to me. So a lot of times when you're looking for like a wedding cake or dessert bar or stuff like that, it's packages, which I don't mind, but for someone who is having such a small wedding, it's hard for me to justify the package pricing all the time when I'm probably not even gonna use the price of the package. Does that make sense? So the place that I chose, they do a la carte pricing, which is great. They do have a minimum for like certain flavors. You have to get 12 or something like that, but that is not gonna be hard for us to hit. Little extra, totally fine. But it was really cool. So we can really adjust what we want. We can add, we can take away up until like a month before, I believe. So that's really awesome. I'm so excited. We're going to, like I said, we're going there this weekend. We're going to be trying 2 wedding cake flavors and then a few cake pops. We're probably going to add some more stuff once we're in there, but I am so excited. And then we also booked our DJ, which our DJ seems super fun. We were supposed to be like a 20-minute call with him. We had like a 45-minute call with him, and we got off the phone and we just booked him right then and there. He was great. If you're in the San Diego area, I will link all of my vendors down below so you can kind of check them out, see what you think. But I just love the way that he he's very open to what we want, but he will also give us suggestions. He has lists we can look at. He has Spotify playlists we can look at as well. It's just, he makes it a very seamless process, and I'm very excited. It is overwhelming how many songs you actually need, like for Ryan walking down, for his mom walking down, for my mom walking down, or it's crazy how many songs you actually need. But so that's been a little wild, but it's been really fun and interesting to go through this whole wedding planning process. I think my biggest tip is one thing at a time. That's how I had to do it. I would do one day where it was like, I'm just looking at venues, I'm just reaching out to venues, and that's it. I'm sending off emails one by one, just shooting them off. And then the next day, or when people start to respond, they start to give you prices. What's dumb is they don't give you prices online most of the time. You do have to reach out and get pricing. So when they reply to you with the pricing, that is when I started doing the weaving out. One thing that I have seen on TikTok that I didn't personally do, because I didn't see this until like 2 days ago, was creating a wedding email between the two of you. So everything goes to that email, as far as inquiries, as far as invoices, receipts, anything like that. It goes to that email and it is saved in that email. So that is something I think Ryan and I are actually, I'm gonna do for us, and then I'm just gonna forward the emails to that email and then have it continue. But that is something I'm going to be doing one day at a time, do one thing at a time. So once they start coming in, then you start getting the prices and you start seeing where they fall. You can weed out the crazy high prices. You can weed out people where maybe they just don't get back to you. So then your list gets smaller. And then from there, research. Lots of research. I made sure that I liked the style, the feeling, the flow. I would leave people's websites, go back to them the next day, make sure I still felt the same. And I think that really helped me feel confident in my decisions. They will try and scare you in like saying, this is our last date of whatever month you're trying to get married in, or this is our last Tuesday you can get married. And it's not always true. Don't feel like you need to rush into it. Don't let them fear you into anything, because most of the time they're just doing that to try and get their money really fast. If you like something though, what I did, I knew that I wanted this bakery. I knew that I wanted them to cater our desserts because I liked the price. I knew their desserts are good. They offered a $150 deposit that you could put down and secure the date. Right then and there, same day, no issues, and I did that. So if it's something that you know that you want, secure it. If it's something you're not 100% sure, don't let them fear you into it, because I promise you, if you're doing this with enough time to plan, where you're supposed to be, you will fall. And I truly believe that. So I'm very excited to continue to go through this process. Like I said, this San Diego vlog that is coming up this weekend will have a lot more wedding content and stuff like that. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video.